Hi guys and welcome to the Stanley Parable. I know this game came out a long time ago, in fact 7 years ago, but I wanted to play this really badly, and there's so much to do in this, even though the actual game's like 12 minutes long. So let's begin. End is never the end, is never the end is loading, nah. Oh no, is this gonna take way too long for me? Please don't take way too long. Come on, it's not even... Okay, never mind, it is moving. End is never the end is never the end is loading. That's interesting. Interesting. Very big, thoughtful stuff.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor at the desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-working, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for his job. Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Alrighty guys. So, that was a weird intro, but anyways. Oh my god, I'm fast! Oh my god, I'm fast.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, I'm gonna follow you, Mr. Narrator guy. God, I'm fast!
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors...
Wait. I need the subtitles on. Audio. Captioning. Subtitles. Full captions. Okay.
He entered the door on his left.
Hey, why is there no... Hey, why are there no captions?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Get up on the chair. This is weirdly big. Synergize, core value expenditure, shift blue, monetize, free to play. Okay. What do people want? Things, money, more money, things but with money to buy, more things, graphs about things plus money. We have our new product. We need hopeless reviews. 402 plus 405 want to get rid of the death sport portion in the private. More water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Big net. Some sort of child trap. I have no idea what that means. It's a broom closet. Oh boy. Okay, so E.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Alrighty.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley
I'm
walked
gonna listen to this
upstairs
guy
to
because
his boss's office.
I'm gonna listen to this guy because I know that you can just completely go the opposite ways and stuff. I'm gonna make multiple videos on this because I love this game. So yeah, be ready, guys. Okay. Alrighty then.
Stepping in.
Bro, what just happened? I didn't know that was actually gonna happen. Alrighty. Actually, no. Begin the game again. I don't want to do this yet. I don't want to do that yet. I want to go through the entire actual game. I know that's an Easter egg. That's an Easter egg.
All of his co-workers were gone.
As you guys saw,
what could it mean?
this is also an
Stanley
Easter egg.
decided to go
by
to
the
the
way.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
If you guys paid attention, the green and blue cups when I first looked at this, they were both yellow. Because these change every time you restart.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alrighty. I'm gonna listen to this guy. Employee of the Year. Okay. Let me try that on other things. I just did that randomly. I don't know why I did that, but I
Yet
just
there
did
was
that
not a
randomly.
single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
If you guys ever hear keys clicking, like that means I'm pressing E.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alrighty then. Let's go.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not
Okay.
an indication of any
Where is
human life.
everybody? Where
What
are all
could
my
it mean?
coworkers?
Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began
You know-
wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code
What is
by
this?
sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Alrighty. What is this place? You know what? After my third restart, I'm gonna start acting out Stanley and his voice. Because I don't know what to do. I don't want to be quiet.
Descending
Alright.
deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
That sounds like a spoiler or something. It's dark.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Man, I wanna... No, I'm gonna go that way. Fine. I said I'm gonna listen to you. Okay, Mr. Narrator guy. I'm gonna call you Parable. I'm gonna call him Parable. I'm gonna listen to Parable.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
This place is
Did he have the
huge.
strength to find out?
This place is huge. Like, my God, that's a lot. Well, that's weird. Why are there just a bunch of random, unorderly, like, I don't know, like, unorderly, I guess? I don't know. Like, television screens. Like, look at that. Can anybody see those? That's weird. Oh.
Now the
Left click also does it.
their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place
God.
where freedom meant nothing.
I can understand the freedom meant nothing thing. Like, my God, look at this. That's insane. How would you just monitor just everybody just randomly? Where am I? Wasn't I like what was I?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Nobody
Was this the only
knows.
reason he was happy
I
with
said
his
maybe,
boring job?
maybe.
That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I'm scared. I'm not scared, actually. This
No.
is not a
He
horror game.
refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Mind controls idle, awaiting input. Ooh, this is spooky. I like this. System power. Oh my God, that's a little bit too loud. Doesn't that seem a little bit too loud? Very interesting music.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
We're already done?
Even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Okay, so this ending is literally like 10 minutes long.
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Not so happy when you get killed by bears. Honestly though, that was nice. This game is amazing. Like, honestly. So that was the most common ending, but this time, just for this just to give this episode a little bit more time, this time I'm gonna do everything opposite of this guy. Everything opposite. So then I make him mad. Oh my god, this is tiring. It means it makes you feel weird.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Well, I'm on the tables now. Yeah, boy. Okay. If you guys ever like look at the game and like figure out any extra endings, then definitely tell me, because I have barely any. I have no idea, honestly. 225.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Awaiting input. Input received. That's interesting. So I guess I'm not supposed to do that.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
And go, I'm doing
The correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Wait a second, I saw something. That's really weird, like how that happens.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Opposite.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Whoa, that's cool. A lot of clicking. I kind of wish you could go to go through more, but can't.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Ooh.
I realize that investing
So
in
I
your
guess
trust
we're going
in someone
there.
else can be
I'm gonna
difficult,
jump off over
but
there.
the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for
No.
others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why,
Yes.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked...
Oh my God.
Fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what
I didn't
lies
even know that was
beyond this
behind
road
me. I
you've
thought
chosen? Well, don't let
the
me
staircases
stop
that I
you.
went down, they're... Ooh, skitty.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was
Yes.
it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Means, I guess, so... No, it did not help me.
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. I've been playing for 7 days? Friends list empty. Oh my god, I'm gonna go this way. I think I like that. I like that.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Yes.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect.
No, definitely not. Oh boy. I've never saw any of this. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire,
scary.
you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
What's the point of this? But I don't even give I don't care anymore. Baby must be a bit burnt. Yeah, I like my babies crispy. Yeah, I like my babies very pretty crispy. If a baby's not crispy, it's not good. You'll be grounded for a week if you're not crispy.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Ain't sure? What is this? I don't know. What are we playing? Guy thing? I don't know. Whatever. Wait, a
Well,
what?
Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go
Minecraft.
here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
I can't even step inside. Okay.
Grand. Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Oh my god, this is so fun.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Cool. Wait, let's go get that coal. Come on, what? Come on, Mr. Parable. Come on, Mr. Parable. You don't want that gold?
Oh, no. This is far
Coal.
more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Oh my god. That's amazing. I love this. Oh my god, we're Portal!
Yes!
Playing Portal.
I don't even know what this
my
game is, but
God.
I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go.
You're my Mr. Mug. You're the best pal ever. You're coming with me, Mr. Mug. No! Give me. No. Nobody takes Mr. Mug. Come with me, Mr. Mug. Are you kidding me? No, Mr. Mug. I'll take your scattered remains, Mr. Mug. You'll still be one with the Dragon Slayer man. I don't know. You're sad, Mr. Mug. Oh, I'm so...
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius.
Come with me, Mr.
No,
Mug.
actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble.
Oh my god! What's this? No, Mr. Mug. Where'd he go? No. I'm scared. Okay, nothing is okay without Mr. Mug. Where's Mr. Mug? Oh my god! What is this? I need a torch. I told you, Parable. I told you, Mr. Parable. We should have gotten that coal. That coal would be so useful right now. 508. Doesn't open. I'm scared. I'm honestly a bit scared. I didn't know this was going to happen. I didn't even know about this type of thing, I guess. We gotta... I'm honestly a bit afraid. It's a light. Come on, let's go. No way, is that the mind controls facility? Oh, it's not. It's not. Oh, man. Wait, so how do I... Okay, I need to...